Let's talk about what no one is talking about. Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're all doing well. I'm Demonio, the interdimensional demon who talks the most about To Be Hero X on YouTube, and you're on my channel. And many people didn't understand anything in episode 5 of To Be Hero X, thinking that the episode had no relation to episode 4, and that it doesn't continue that story. But in fact there is a relation, since we know that it was Is-Sol who apparently killed Moon. But why did that happen? Well, maybe the answer was already answered in episode 5 itself, but let's take it one step at a time. And yes, I'm going to call her Moon because her name is very complicated. But anyway, the same Is-Sol who killed Moon was the one who saved the little boy, who will be the protagonist of episode 5. And this protagonist is in love with a girl who studies with him. But have you noticed that this girl is very similar to another character? Yes, this girl is Moon, before she became famous. But Demonio, are you blind? This girl from episode 5 has brown hair, and Moon is blonde. Yes, that's true. But don't forget that people's appearance can be altered with physical changes depending on how people believe in the hero's image. And we saw this happen with Lin Ling, who had physical changes and ended up looking like Nice. And speaking of Nice, this other character that appears in the story and who apparently also has an interest in the girl the protagonist likes is probably the original Nice, the one who died. He even has hair that is more similar to the style that the original Nice had. And for some reason she didn't stay with the protagonist and eventually stayed with the other guy, who would become Nice, even though she didn't really like him, just as a marketing strategy for the agencies to make them both more popular. And the death of the original Nice that we saw in the first episode was probably also caused in some way by Is-Sol. But Demonio, why would Is-Sol do all this? Well, it's likely that this Is-Sol isn't the original hero. He must have already been replaced, inheriting the powers just as Nice was replaced by Lin Ling, and he is at the service of some villain. The Is-Sol cosplay contest was probably an excuse to find members who could be new candidates for this villain's Is-Sol. It was probably the new Is-Sol or the person who was controlling him, who ordered the capture of the brother of the girl who will become Moon, and this probably had something to do with testing the candidates with potential to become Is-Sol. And this same person or organization, who ordered the kidnapping of Moon's brother, is the same one who offered fear to that guy who pretended to kidnap Moon, to attract the new Nice, and prove that he was a fake. This would make sense with the premise of this anime, which usually subverts expectations and takes the story in unexpected directions. Furthermore, it is practically confirmed that the story of Lin Ling and Is-Sol will be intertwined in the next episodes, explaining Moon's death. When that happens, these characters introduced in episode 5 will certainly be part of the story. But what do you think of this theory? Do you agree with me? Leave it in the comments, and if you like the video, subscribe to follow the next content. Until next time my people, demonic hugs.